What type of custard? Start. The crème anglaise, exactly. So our crème anglaise is going to be crème anglaise. So I have cream, coconut milk, vanilla. Then I'm going to have my egg yolks, 35 grams of sugar. Very easy stuff first. Again, you've done it before, so when was the last time you made it? Which class? Do you remember? Triple. Yeah. Triple chocolate cake. Inside and parts, right? Yeah, there you go. You should part perhaps. Yeah. That's fun. So, have my yolks here. Yolks are on the table. Okay. My gelatine. Now I'm soaking my gelatine leaves, 5 grams, which is 2.5 leaves, right? In the freezer, you'll find a bucket, a little bit of ice, a little bit of water, a little bit of ice. So see how convenient it is to use gelatine mass now? You don't have to do this step. I need 35 grams of sugar here. Yep. Do I just leave the sugar sitting on the yolk? Why not? It burns, okay. Can you tell me exactly what happens? There's no heat involved here. So what happens?
Sugar is gonna get all the water from the yolks. It's gonna become like
Sugar is hygroscopic,
plump.
right? Sugar will grab whatever moisture is around, then you'll be left with fat and protein. So that's why. We use the term burning, right? But that's exactly what happens. In the old day, they used to say, mix it until it gets light in color and foams up. You know, just mix it a little bit, and that's good enough. Now I need coconut in my omelette, but I'm not going to add it yet. Why? I want to strain my crème anglaise. And I want to add my coconut. So if I add my coconut now, I have to strain it. Okay, so this is coming to a boil. So we're going to very carefully temper the egg yolks. Back in the pot, or we can cook it with a bain-marie. How did you guys do it on your last? Direct heat or water bath?
Water.
Water bath. Water bath.
Well, we can do water bath. For large quantities, I have no problem with direct heat. For tiny little quantities, I think it's a bit easier to control the temperature with water bath. So we'll use water bath just for fun. Takes it a little bit longer, perhaps a little bit safer, if you're nervous about crème anglaise. Yeah. Just put this behind you. Look at it with the whisk on. Why?
Air bubbles.
Air bubbles, you start building a foam. What we want is being able to assess, see what it looks like. See how runny it is. It's way too runny, right? But if I have a foam, I won't be able to see it. So I always cook, we always cook with a nice spatula. And we scrape bottom, sides, constantly. Just don't leave it there, right? Leave it there, what's going to happen? It will burn or it will start overcooking. As opposed to pastry cream. The pastry cream has starch that stabilizes everything. Here, there's nothing stabilizing. Right? So we're going to thicken this by the coagulation only of egg yolks. Pastry cream is thickened by the coagulation of a combination, perhaps, of eggs, egg yolks, and starch. We have no starch here. In some textbooks, they'll say, "Good morning." Good morning. They say cook it between 82 and 84 Celsius. Okay? Now you can, if you go in the industry in a large production kitchen, you'll have what they call a pasteurizer, which will cook it to the right temperature. And quite often it's hooked up to water line, cold water line. As soon as it reaches the temperature, the cold water line starts going around the jacket, and it cools it as it stirs. So we want to make sure that we cook it. In theory, we say, you know what, use a wooden spoon. Look at it just so you guys can see. And draw a line with your finger. Okay? Keep stirring. Ah. Oh, my jacket here. Can I have peeps? It's starting to get hotter here. So see now it's starting to look like heavy cream, right? Not as liquid as it was.
Sorry, chef.
Not a problem, not a problem. It's started to thicken, right? I see the texture's changing. It's been 40 years ago. How's that? If I just leave it sitting here, carry over cooking, right? It will still cook for a little while. But if I see my texture here, okay, so I do this, I can run a line, it's not merging together. That's why I don't like to use gelatin anymore. Even in production, everyone uses less. There's always going to be a few little bits of yolks, right? Or coagulated. So a couple options here. You can either strain it or use immersion blender. Now, if I was to use rum in this coconut, when will I add the rum? When will you add alcohol? Right. So what do we like about rum? The flavor
The flavor.
and
But we don't want the alcohol.
what gets us
But
alcohol.
do we want them?
Yeah.
Okay.
Sometimes you don't want the alcohol, but
No.
yeah, I want the alcohol.
So we don't want to heat it up then.
Exactly. So you're gonna cool your glass, then add folding it would be. So we're gonna cool it to about 20 degrees. And you have it in the recipe. Yeah, between 19 and 21. Okay, you're 18 right now. All right, so this is way too hot now. All right. Yeah, strain it. Can you hold my little guy there? It's small. So what's the difference between a Créme Anglaise cooked at 82, 84, and one cooked at 92, 94? What's the difference? Do you think the one at 92, 94 will be grainy?
Maybe.
Yeah. But at the 82, 84, are the eggs coagulated?
Yes.
Yes.
Should be.
At 92, 94, are the eggs coagulated?
They're cooked.
They're coagulated.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're cooked as well. It's just that as you heat them up, all those proteins starts merging together. So that's why sometimes you can use a hand blender to fix that. Okay. Don't go in the industry and tell your boss, it's okay, I'll just hand blend it. Cook it properly the first time, right? And you see, you're always gonna have a few little bits in here. Again, a large batch. So we're gonna let that cool before we fold in our cream. So I'm gonna just cover it here for now. Okay. I will let you make your crème anglaise. Once you've made your crème anglaise, make sure you also scale your 160 grams of whipping cream on. I will call you, then we're gonna portion the sponge. We're gonna unmold the inserts, and I will show you the assembly. That will be it for today. Yeah, we're doing good with that. Okay.
When do we add
The coconut now, after it's been strained. Thank you for correcting me there. Now coconut, yes. It's for texture. Again, here we could have used. All right. Okay, so let's do that, please.